Time out, time out. Who y'all talking about? Who you talking about? Who you talking about? The chosen one returns. I knew it. Mm-mm-mm.
Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Duke's offense will start this game off with the football. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know,
how did I get brought up
this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason.
I done bought a car.
You got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game.
I use my GTA money that I earned.
Controlling what I can control.
Looking for a man. It's Blunt. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs.
It is quick.
Wide open downfield.
Oh, that is weed.
Green grass down the middle. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So North Carolina's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates, and while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proven to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy each and every week. This dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the
There he goes. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. Receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important.
You're on your own time, though.
That's caught. It's shipped. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Fight that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
That game ain't coming out, dog.
He'll start the return
Michelle,
inside his
man.
spot. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Bringing the heat. Plenty of time as he
What's happening?
to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Dropping back, it's Blunt. Under fire. Trying to make magic with his feet. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, Dave?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack.
Yeah,
you know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So,
And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He's into the open down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC. The defense putting points on the board.
and that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
What?
And he takes this from inside the 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first.
I'm just saying, man.
So first down here as they go back to work. The give to the back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go.
Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage.
You know, strong safeties are known for their ability stopping the run. Not so much in pass coverage or in rushing the passer, but that strong safety there showing you all of his ability.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Blue Devils are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Blunt. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The inside handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And How about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half. He's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here.
Oh, I thought I was going to hit it different.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make a stop.
Makes the catch. It's Ship. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Lopez to pass. Finds his man. It's Ship. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands. It's Goss. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Pulls it in. It's Ship. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Buys a little time with his feet. Got room to work. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ship. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina!
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The give to the tailback.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. It's complete to the left. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Throws to the tight end. He makes the catch.
Man coverage, what are we doing?
The 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
We talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game, they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. The official says no good. My goodness, you need those field goals, guys, to cut into that deficit. We're still at 11.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Laterals it back.
Nah,
Here's a heat. He'll pull it down and run. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half. Here and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
The Blue Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Right, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for room. It's Goss. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Oh, it's picked off.
It's offsides
that's not
anyway.
the way to start a drive.
Coming right back.
He'll try to take it back. He's running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Lopez wants to fire. It's complete on the right side. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football.
Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heel. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Escapes trouble. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being
breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Shows him the stiff arm. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Off play action.
Ooh.
On the move, he fires. Got his man to the left. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now. They'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Caught in the backfield, it's Ship. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide, but to be able to break on those short passes.
Oh, that's a pick.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often.
I ain't even see him right there.
Trophy candidate. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. This offense has it with really good field position.
I ain't even see him right there.
Gives it on the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Now the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He'll pull it down. Gets down at the last possible second to avoid getting lit up.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down. Got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy. And now
unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
You can't do nothing about that.
And that is exactly what they got.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
And the Tar Heels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Oh, they're after him. Snagged in the middle. It's Courtney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. That's caught. It's shipped. After 45 on his way. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Boy, that was a tough
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. It's complete to the right. Trying to get it in. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Sets up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Lopez to pass. He'll throw it. And
oh my God.
That's the turnover they desperately needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Gosh, I'm about to sell this.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They cut into this lead the last time they had it, and now here in the fourth, a chance to move on top with a score.
And man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
And the defense was just daring them to throw over the top, and the offense didn't, and they got stuffed. They go to the ground.
Oh my gosh, and that may be.
He's at the touchdown, Duke. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Old Dominion has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 18 to Oregon State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the...
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead.
Man, linebackers are so athletic nowadays in college football. They can play man on running backs and tight ends and all over the field. And how about the linebacker making the athletic interception and then showing you he could be a running back, taking it all the way back to the house for a touchdown.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, y'all. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We've got to stop turning the football.
Hold it.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line getting set on second down. Lopez wants to fire. Grabs it in the middle. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They turn to the passing game on third and short. Going to try to get it himself. There he goes. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Makes the grab, it's Ship. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking to fire. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Running to Green. There he goes to the left. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet. Haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.
Yeah, we ended up losing 39-28.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents, whatever the reasons.